It's no secret that by 2050, the UK needs to reduce carbon emissions by 80%. With over a quarter of emissions coming from our homes, retrofitting them to meet energy efficient standards is a must. But how do you go about planning a retrofit programme? What will make it a success? And how do you avoid the pitfalls? This house in Belfast was built in 1896, but by 2012 was named as the UK Retrofit Property of the Year.
We predicted we would save 76% CO2. However, after 2 years of monitoring, we've realised we've saved nearly 90% of CO2.
I just noticed a major difference, as if the air was a lot cleaner.
It has really changed our lives for the better.
Our bills don't change at all, no matter what time of year it is, and we're looking at around about £1 a day.
If we're doing future retrofit work, we would like to do better surveys before work starts.
In an ideal world, you need contractors who've got a proven track record on retrofitting.
We'd initially expected the work to take about 6 months, and it in fact took 2 years.
But really there's only one switch at the front door. As soon as we come in, we switch on the house. As soon as we leave, we switch off the house.
At this house in Newport, since the retrofit, the residents haven't had to pay anything for their energy bills.
Key to the project was meeting with our residents regularly, ensuring that they understood the technology and everything that was happening in their home.
The long-term maintenance of the technologies need to be taken into account so that the overall costs can be considered.
Vintage Joinery has expanded from 5 to 16 of us after working on this project.
Communication was key amongst all the different trades that we had on site, and we often had daily meetings to discuss what the plan was for the day ahead.
It would have been quicker to carry out the project if the residents weren't at home, but by them being home, good relationships were built and they understood everything that was happening.
Of particular importance to this retrofit was retaining the original features whilst creating a warm and energy efficient home particularly suitable for the resident.
Airtightness in this property was absolutely critical. We needed to make sure that all of the energy was retained in the property.
Mrs Lawrence now has a very airtight, efficient property that's lovely and warm in winter.
We had a meeting once a month throughout roughly for about a year.
One of the things we didn't appreciate was in terms of the supply chain, the long leading time for some of the sort of key components that we needed for the retrofit.
Everything was done as I asked. They looked after me very, very well.
Retrofitting does have its challenges, but with these kinds of energy saving results, it's clearly worth investing the time and money. So if you're considering a retrofit project, you can tap into the experience of others by looking at our Retrofit for the Future guide.